Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. We're returning to Luxerion. We have our talking business to do. Will this be the end of our lines? Or will we actually get to return in that quest despite not having the journal? Let's find out by first of all speaking to Armand.
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for taking such an interest in my friend's story.
Who wouldn't? A young reporter driven by a passion for truth pursues a major case of corruption, ultimately driving an innocent woman to commit suicide. But the story's not over yet, is it? I'm curious, what happens next?
He was beyond distraught. Nothing could console him. He came to realize that the pen really was mightier than the sword. And he had used his sword to punish the wrong person. And then he... I can't continue like this. I just can't. I need to tell you the truth. He, or rather, I, thought death was the only form of penance.
I suspected you may be hiding something.
I apologize. I've been lying to you this entire time. I had no such friend. The reporter, the one who killed the innocent woman, that was me.
I had a feeling. The way you've been telling the story seems to be hitting a little too close to home.
The reporter in me died long ago. I handed in my letter of resignation immediately, of course. Along with my life as a writer, I buried my precious pen. The burial ground is now a storage area somewhere in Old Town. Underneath the dirt lies the tool of my trade, and a part of myself.
So why tell me this now? What's the point in dredging up the past? It can't be easy for you.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know. I guess I've been wanting to tell someone before it was too late. People need to know what happened. As a warning, if nothing else.
Too late? You're not thinking of...
No. I've been dead for a long time now. The day I quit my job is the day I quit being me. That's the day I quit living. You see, I'm as good as dead. I'm nothing more than an empty shell of a person.
Old Town. I found a pen in that same area. It must have belonged to Armand. Obviously, it means a lot to him. Perhaps I should return it. Or would that drive him to do something rash? I have something that might belong to you.
You found my pen. During my days as a reporter, I never went anywhere without it. It was a gift from one of my fans.
Doesn't this pen remind you of a time you wanted to help people? When you were still naive, but fiercely determined?
Yes, long ago, when I wanted justice for the world. But I realized my pen is a deadly weapon. My writing is lethal. I wasn't aware of my own powers. That's what drove an innocent woman to take her life. And that's why I quit my job as a reporter and threw away this pen. Do you know how it feels to have someone's death on your conscience? The only way to make this right was to quit what I love most.
So what did you fix?
Huh?
When you threw away your career and gave up on the world, quit on life, how did any of that help anyone? Did that make anything right? It was just an excuse for you to run and hide from your past.
Then what am I to do? Writing. It's the only thing I ever knew. But it never occurred to me that my passion could end up hurting those around me. My prized treasure turned out to be a weapon.
The pen can harm people, but it can also protect the public.
You think I should start writing again? I don't know if I could do that. Or should do that.
You should, if you truly want to make things right. You've learned something important, the power and influence your writing has. People grow by learning from their mistakes. It's impossible to forget what happened in the past, but use that knowledge and do what only you can do.
Do you really think I can? All right, I'll do it. Starting over will be tough, but I'll try. You've returned my pen to me, but what's more, you've given me hope again. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, Armand, but we finally finished his quest line. We get ourselves some black rim glasses, probably the same ones he has. We just handed them over. 8 strength and 4 magic for all our trouble. Having to come back and forth all this time, right? So, next on our list then, I guess it's over to Luka to see about those tears. And so we return to the station where Luka awaits. Can she cry for us this time? I wonder. Let's talk.
You really want to see the tears of an angel, don't you? Well then, let's see. The price for today is...
300 gil? Well, we know we're not getting any tears anyway. She can't seem to cry for us, but we got tons of gil.
I'm so sorry. I know this is getting old, but I don't think I can sell them to you after all.
Look, if you can't sell me any, why don't you just tell me in the first place?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you insist on buying them when they're not what you're after in the first place? I know deep down, you really want something else.
You're a mind reader too?
Don't be coy. It's just that I can read people sometimes. I can sense what they're after.
Look at you, blessed with all these hidden talents. Alright, what is it that I'm really after?
No need to be snide. What you're after is gone. Never to return. You lost something that was dear to you. An irreplaceable bond of some kind.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just a kid that's always been a little bit more perceptive than others, that's all. For some reason, I can sense what people want and how they're feeling. My tears are therapeutic for them.
I don't understand how it is that your tears can help people with their problems.
Well, everyone's been alive for so long now, their hearts are old and worn. They don't know how to feel anymore. Their tears have all dried up. People have lived for so long with feelings of sorrow and despair that it's become a natural part of them now. They don't even notice it anymore. They can't cry because they've forgotten how. That's why I do it for them. When people see my tears, it helps them remember how they used to feel. I think people should be able to laugh when they're happy and cry when they're sad.
The angel's tears you sell mend people's hearts. I'll admit, that's admirable.
I believe you can't smile a genuine smile without being able to cry genuine tears. I just help them remember what it's like. But I can't heal you with my tears. That's why I don't cry for you. Sorry.
Then what about you? Do you ever cry for yourself to mend your own heart?
Huh? For me? No, I haven't done that in a long time.
At least not for centuries, I'm guessing.
I think so. Why do you ask?
Just curious. She heals people by crying for those who can't, but she can't cry for herself. Her tears have become nothing more than a tool for her trade, an item to sell. No one seems to notice that, like everyone else, her heart needs healing too.
Wasn't that what I'm here for? Well, it seems side quest information has been updated yet again. Are we gonna have to visit yet once more? That's what I'm wondering. Right then, the angel's tears. Lightning must pay her another visit to find out. So it seems we're coming back to Luxerion tomorrow as well. Well, that done, should we speak to Ranulph? Let's get over there. But firstly,
I'm collecting donations on behalf of the Order. We ask that every true believer gives 1,000 gil to God.
it seems I might have found the final person.
Bless you. May the Savior free your soul. True believers who give up their wealth to God shall be honored by the Order.
To donate to, and we get the proof of legendary title. Man, just around the corner. In fact, I was ready for an editing cut, but there we go. Supposedly there was another one I needed to get to. I couldn't find it anywhere, but bumping into him, we now have 2 Canvas of Prayers quests to hand in, so why don't we just do that first before we head to Ranulph? Chocolina!
Miss Mighty Savior, what can I do for you on this fine day?
We can turn in, there's more quests. Well, we can turn in quests in the meantime. Puppeteer's Lament with the quality machine oil, complete. We get ourselves 2 more attachments, Strength 2 and Magic 1. What do we get from Mythical Badge? It took us a while to get. I'm guessing stats-wise it's going to be pretty poor. Yeah, was okay. 1, 1, and 1 is not that bad, but we've got 4 new ones and 2 globals. Enchanted Brush. We've commissioned a group of devout artists to restore one of the Order's most treasured murals, but to undertake the task they must have fine enchanted brushes. Alas, this requires demon speakles from Gaunts and storm dragon down from the belly of a Zomok. Not items so easily procured. Well, we nearly have them all. A little bit more hunting in the graveyard could sort that out. Night patrol? So I've been hearing talk about a lady warrior who's handy with a blade. I'm not such a slouch myself. Maybe she's up for a little challenge. In this day and age, there's no sense fighting each other. Not when there are so many monsters to hunt. What I suggest is that we have a competition to see who can bag the most Gorgon opposites and Gertrudes. Well, you know, sir, you kind of lost that one. Competition done, and 4 strength and 2 magic for that. Not bad for a Canvas of Prayers quest. I guess the later they are in the day scale of things, the more reward we get. Where Moogles Be is our global quest. I'm in shock. Shock, I tell you. I overheard my father whispering that somewhere in the Jagged Woods stands a small village inhabited by, wait for it, Moogles. Can you believe it? If I was a bit older, I'd go to the Wildlands right now and look for proof of the Moogles' existence. Not that I expect to find any. Or maybe we'll sort that out for you, sir. We've got Fading Prayer as well. We need an old-fashioned photo frame for AZ. Where am I? What is this place? It's so dark here. Am I in the chaos? If so, then I must already be dead. Who was I? What did I look like? If only I could see a photograph of how I once was. Perhaps I could remember what I am. I was a scientist, I'm sure. Perhaps in the research camp, someone will have known me. Well, those done. I got 2 options, really.
You did a fantastic
Hunt down some dragons or go to Ranulph. Go to Ranulph is where I'm gonna go. See you there. So we return to Ranulph. Alright, with journal in hand. Unfortunately, it's his horrible past will be revealing. Yet again, the stuff he's managed to forget. It seems a bit harsh, but maybe we can bring some justice out of this situation. I don't know.
Well, hello there. Have you tried Marlin's muffins today? They're exceptional. My hat's off to you, Marlin.
I'm glad to hear that. Ranulph, I have something to tell you. It's about your journal.
My journal? Did you find that old thing?
I did. I have it with me now, in fact.
That's fantastic.
Don't get too excited. You don't remember what's written in it for good reason. You made yourself forget. And some things are better left forgotten. Are you ready to accept the reality of your past? If not, please don't read it.
What do you mean, the reality of my past? I'd like to know. I may regret my decision, but yes, I'd like to read it. I'm prepared to face the truth.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes.
All right. Here it is. The part of your past you've been missing all this time.
I remember now. I had a wife and daughter, but they were taken from me. The killer was never caught, though not for a lack of trying. I pursued him with a vengeance for years. Decades, even.
Whether out of frustration or rage, eventually it became too much for you to bear. Your mind chose to forget that tragic event so you could keep on going with your life.
I can't believe I've been living a lie for so long. How could I have erased the memory of my lovely wife, my beautiful daughter, their laughter, their love?
I'm sorry. Maybe recovering the journal, maybe it wasn't for the best.
No, I'm grateful you helped me remember what happened. I needed to remember. Thank you. The truth surrounding the incident is still a mystery to this day. This can't be the way it ends. I need to know what happened to my family and why. I need closure. The truth is the only thing that will help me go on with my life.
Are you sure? You don't know the things you might uncover.
I'm sure.
Hope, I need to find out the truth behind this. I owe it to him. He deserves it. Now that he remembers his past, he needs closure.
He summoned up all his courage to face the truth. The least we can do is help him learn it all. I'll do whatever I can to help. Just say the word. Oh, I don't know if this will help, but I may have found something regarding the case.
Anything would help at this point.
I found an old newspaper article about what happened to Ranulph's family. Unfortunately, It doesn't contain anything we already don't know.
But that means there's a reporter out there who knows all about this case.
That's true. There is a chance they may know something that can lead us in the right direction. It's not much, but let's pursue it.
Well, we know one reporter, I guess, but let's see what the side quest thing says about it now. To save the Sinless is what we've got on now. There might be others who know more about the murder of Ranulph's family. Lightning should seek out the reporter who wrote the article about the case. It's too bad you couldn't say exactly who the name was. I could check with Ranulph if he maybe knows who wrote it, but he doesn't remember much himself.
I've been reading my journal over and over again, trying to find something I may have missed. I've come up empty so far.
But that means there's a reporter out there who knows all about this case.
That's true. There is a chance they may know something that can lead us in the right direction. It's not much, but let's pursue it.
So who to go to really is the question here. Is it back to Armand? Well, Noel's running around as well, but I think I'm going to go figure things out. Hello, Noel. Keep the patrol on. Good boy.
I'm out patrolling these days. Got tired of living in the shadows.
That's cool for you. Well, now you're not a shadow hunter anymore, so I might head over to check Armand quickly then. So after a quick scouting hunt looking for Armand, I could not find him anywhere, but letting the time tick a little bit more caused some more Zomox to spawn, so the storm dragon down, or whatever you call it. We have it. So another Canvas of Prayers quest is complete. There was another one just appeared now. Right, these Etro fanatics have used dark sorcery to summon dreadnoughts and Moanectons and are trying to use them to menace their foes. Although the heretics do not have full control of the monsters, they're still a terrible threat. Can you send them back to the chaos whence they are summoned? We need loads of Moanecton kills, that's for sure. Well, another Canvas of Prayers quest appears yet again. At least we complete this one in the meantime, and I'm hoping somewhat of a reward for this. Considering the monsters that we face, are a bit on the bigger side. Alright then, 1,400 gil and 2 straight 4 magic, so worth doing indeed. So with that done,
You did it! You made someone's prayers come true!
I did indeed. It's time to zip back, I think. Teleport all the way over, thinking about it, to the Wildlands station. See if there's any more Canvas of Prayer quests or if we can get some off of our list. So, finally teleporting over, not a cheat. No, he didn't cheat. If it is in the rules, and the rules are that there are no rules, he was perfectly within his rights. Plus, it's not like we had any moral kind of quandary before when we were helping the people in the desert cheat on their things, were we? We were quite fine with that. Right, so anything going on in here? Nope, just got to look around after all. Was our Chocobo there waiting for us? Hi, Wind, are you here? There's loads of people streaming out of their trains. I wonder. Hi, Wind? Ah, there he goes up the thing. Right, Chocobocolina. I'll just nick whatever's in here, because silver medals and whatnot. Money, money, money.
Chocobocolina!
How's that quest coming along, Sunny? Well, it seems we've got a fair few of them completed. The Day Ring Blossom one is done. For how much of a reward? I'm guessing only 1 in a stat. Yep, 1 strength. These seem to be a bit lower down on the list. Secret of Chocoboro, we have quite a few of those. Let's hand them in. Misworth the Poet can have them, as far as I'm concerned. Many Chocobo figurines, 2 in Magic. Wildlands Endangered Vegetable Seeds, we did buy them after all. In fact, considering the time, it's nearly time for our guys or greens to pop out, isn't it? Another Magic +1, Forget Me Not, Vibrant Ooze, we have tons of that. We need to get some of that out of our hands. 1 in Magic. I know I don't count the HP, because that just keeps totaling up, you know what I mean? And Slug Sweet, we have 54. For 1 strength, is there any new ones? No, but at least we've cut down the list quite a bit, that's for sure.
Here, this is for you.
I made loads of people's prayers complete. Not a problem. Hi, Wind, we're back with you after our Luxerion dealings. Well, let's head out and see if there's anything new. Well, someone to talk to over there, but a quest over here as well.
Mother, you're here! You're really here!
Of course, honey. It's been so long. You seem to be doing well.
Compared to Luxerion, things aren't as convenient, but it's not so bad. Come on, I'll show you around the village. Oh, and remember, don't stray too far from the path. It's not safe.
Thank you, dear. I'll be sure to remember that.
I can't think of a bond stronger than the love between a mother and child. Are you alright? I used to have family too. A sweet little thing who I adopted as my own. How I loved her. Where is she now? She's gone. But she was the sweetest thing, always following me around. Her fur was the softest of all animals. Fur? What? You mean... Oh, wait. You're talking about a pet. A dog, yes. But she was so much more than that. Her name was Clove. She was my only family. One day I lost sight of her for a split second. And she just never came home. Even though I loved her like my own, she probably didn't feel the same about me.
Okay then, do we have to search for a dog by the sound of it? How is that called mother and daughter, really? Let's check that on the list just to make sure here. Right, mother and daughter. As usual, Brella is hanging out on the road near Wildlands Station, but when Lightning approaches her, she seems sadder than usual. She tells Lightning about a dog she once had called Clove, so we really do have to find the dog. Where on earth could that dog be? It's probably anywhere going on, but how's my stats game going? 505 in strength. Nice! I'm powering up Lightning more and more and more, but we continue on with this section next time, guys. Join me for more Lightning Returns then, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.